The storage functionality in Windows can give you an overview of what types of files the volumes are storing. When you first create a volume, you typically create new files and folders on a volume's available free space in contiguous blocks. This provides an optimized file system environment. As the volume becomes full, the availability of contiguous blocks diminishes. This can lead to suboptimal performance. This module explores file system fragmentation and the tools that you can use to reduce fragmentation. You also will see how Windows can compress files to take up less space on the hard disk. You will see how you can configure disk quotas to monitor and control the use of disk space. Objectives. After completing this module, you will be able to explain the primary characteristics of the storage functionality in Windows Client, describe how to use the storage functionality, describe how files stored on disks might fragment, describe how to defragment volumes, explain folder compression, describe how to compress folders, describe what disk quotas are, describe how to configure disk quotas. Monitor storage usage. Windows simplifies the process of monitoring storage usage. In previous Windows versions, it was not easy to get an overview of what type of files took up space on the hard disks. Windows Client gives you that information in the Storage section of System Settings. Storage gives you an easy way to manage all your storage and the files that a particular drive is storing. It presents a straightforward method to clean out the files you no longer need, and an easy way to select the drive where you want to store different categories of files. Storage. In Storage, you get an overview of all the volumes currently attached to your PC. This includes hard disks, USB drives, and other external storage. The drive that contains the Windows installation has the label "This PC." You identify the other drives by label and drive letter. When you select a drive, you will get a more detailed view of the categories of files that are taking the most space. The categories are color-coded to make it easier to see how the space is divided. Storage usage shows the size for the following categories of files: System and Reserved, Apps and Features, Documents, Pictures, Music, Videos, Mail, OneDrive, Desktop, Maps, Other People, Temporary Files, Other. Depending on the drive and category that you select, you will have different management options. If you select one of the file type categories on drives other than this PC, you will see a list of directories containing files from that category. For this PC, you have a choice to open File Explorer with that particular file type's folder within the user's profile. System and Reserved. This category gives you a list of disk space used by Windows system files, virtual memory, hibernation file, and System Restore. You can select Manage System Restore to configure System Restore and decide how much disk space System Restore can use. Apps and Features. You can sort the application list by size, name, and install date. You can also search for an app by name, and when you select the app, you have easy access to uninstall the app. OneDrive. You will be able to select which folders synchronize to this device to save disk space. This is particularly useful on devices with limited storage space, such as tablets. Temporary Files. This category gives you a list of disk space used by temporary files, downloads, the recycle bin, and previous versions of Windows. For each item, there is an option to delete the files. Save Locations. Storage usage also allows you to choose the drive to save new files. You can choose between the drives connected to your computer. If you are signed in with a Microsoft account, you can also choose OneDrive.